Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP. Not only do they have the cheapest and most reliable Madden coins, they are now selling LTDs, a new safe way to buy and receive coins. Of course, use code Ferdy for 5% off. A link for their website is in the top of the description. What's going on, guys? Today we have the long overdue updated safety tier list. Of course, both strong safeties and free safeties will both be on this tier list. And I made the last updated safety tier list, I believe, at the end of February. So a lot has changed, a lot of new names. Let's just get started. Okay, so the first card we're looking at today is a card that's actually coming out tomorrow. Maybe you're watching this a couple days after this video and he's been in the game for a minute. But we have Antoine Winfield Jr. The abilities, they're pretty good as long as you really get, you know, a variation of pick artist for 1 AP with deep route KO or deep out zone KO. You should be able to play safety in this game. I mean, a lot of them kind of get the same abilities and it kind of comes down to build and speed and things like that. Him not getting acrobat does hurt him a little bit, but nonetheless, he still has 97 speed, 97 zone, 97 acceleration. However, the card's 5'9", and if you have KOs, it's not that big of a deal. But obviously, I kind of like having, for me, like the sweet spot on a safety. Obviously, like I think too tall, they move a little bit too clunky. But like 6'3" to 6'2" to 6'1" is my sweet spot for a safety. A user a little bit different but like for an over the top guy, which is what, you know, Winfield's gonna be. I'm gonna put him at low B tier, right next to Buda Baker. These two cards are very similar. And next man up is the Season 4 Field Pass 95 overall Javon Holland. And don't let the overall fool you on this card because a 95 a little bit low, but this card is actually a baller. 97 speed, 95 acceleration, 6'1", good zone, good man, decent press, but good against the run. And if we head down here for the abilities, he does get free pick artist and of course deep out zone KO at 6'1", 97 speed. Of course, we all know the rule, abilities over stats. So Javon Holland's going to play well, although he's a 95 overall, which might kind of steer some people away. This card is honestly still really good, and I think he definitely deserves to be an A-tier card. And next up, we have Dane Bell, and he's the first card on today's tier list that we're talking about that does get these custom ability slots. There's, of course, a bunch of them in the game right now, and I believe EA is switching this to the norm on all the cards going forward. So you're going to have a bunch of just 1 AP abilities, and it's really just going to come down to discounts on these cards. And Dane Bell gets two good ones: Acrobat, Pick Artist, and then the you know, the choice between deep in zone, deep out zone, or deep route KO, or however you want to use this card. You can use him for completely free with, you know, Pick Artist and Acrobat. He's 6'1", so Dane Bell, a really good card, and you're going to see a lot more cards with these kind of ability setups going forward, because they did say, I believe, after next week, we should be seeing all cards with ability slots just like this, which is definitely really good. So Dane Belton, without question, he is S tier. We're going to throw him right to the top of S tier for now, in front of Eric Berry and Leon Sandcastle. And next up, we have Game Changer Ryan Neal. And these Game Changer cards were the first group of cards to come out to get these, you know, special ability slots. Ryan Neal does get Pick Artist, and I believe it's Crusher. Pick Artist, Crusher for free, but then you have, of course, the choice between Deep In, Deep Out, whatever ability you want to run this card, he's able to run it. This card can be a good user, but also can definitely play well over the top with good man, good zone, good tackling, 97 speed, 6'3", so who wouldn't love to have that on your team? Without a doubt, Ryan Neal to S tier, and for now, he will be at the top. And next man up is 6'2" Derwin James, 98 speed, 97 acceleration. If Derwin James had the same ability slots as Ryan Neal, and maybe some of the other, you know, the other Game Changer cards, and even Dane Belton, for example, he would be much higher. I love this. I love the way his cards play. 6'2", 215, can stop the run, can play man, can play zone, good speed, and still does get good abilities. Of course, he does have the, you know, the option to get Pick Artist and deep out zone KO, if you want to go that route, which is pretty much the most common safety setup right now in the game. So when I rank a lot of these cards, I'm ranking them based off of, you know, them getting deep out and Pick Artist, which really all of them do. If you need a safety that can play deep route KO, you know, your options will get a little bit more slim. However, with, you know, them dropping cards like Dane Belton and Ryan Neal, you're going to see a lot more deep route safeties coming out. So I'm going to put Derwin James down here at S. I mean, he's still S tier, he's still very good, but if he had those custom ability slots, he definitely would be a little bit higher. But Derwin cards always play amazing. And next up, we have the 96 overall out of position Devin Hester. 98 speed, good acceleration, can play man, can play zone, can obviously catch the ball, and can even stop the run very well. 5'11", and I mean, 98 base speed with pick artist and deep out zone KO. I mean, he's good, man. This card looks really good for the traits, which are somewhat important for safeties. They're not that great. You know, plays ball in the air, is balanced. Big hitters on yes, though. Clutch on no. High motor on no. But still a good card. I mean, he's going to be a good pickup. I'm going to put him... he's like debatably better than both these cards, honestly. He's like debatably here. I was originally thinking about putting him at C tier, but the ability to stop the run, play man, catch the ball, get two good abilities. I think I'm gonna end up putting him here. We're gonna move Buda Baker down to C tier, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You can even debate this card maybe even higher, man. That 98 base speed. The only thing is, again, everyone has that +1 or +2 strat card, so a lot of these guys already have 99 speed on every team in the game. If you have 97 speed right now, everyone gets 90. Like, you know, it's crazy, but I like the Devin Hester card. Definitely one that plays well. I mean, one thing that the Team Diamonds 2 promo did bring was good safeties, and we got a bunch of good safeties from this promo. Malik Hooker, Taylor Rapp, Dane Belton. But Malik Hooker to me is my favorite. 6'1", 98 speed, good acceleration, good jumping. Can play zone, can play man. The tackling, the hit power, the pursuit, it's all there. Of course, the custom ability buckets. Enforcer is free. Pick artist is free. Malik Hooker is one of the best safeties in the game right now. Easily, he's top 5. Easily top 5 right now in the game. I'm going to throw him in front. This one's honestly close. This one's close because if we take a look at, you know, Malik Hooker, 98 base speed. Ryan Neal, 97 base speed. So the way I look at it is you're trading 2 inches for 1 speed. Right now, with the +2 speed strat card, you might be leaning Ryan Neal. You might be doing it. But once that thing's gone, you're going to definitely want to have Malik Hooker with the 99 speed. So these two are honestly pretty interchangeable. Yeah, it's pretty close between these two. It is. Similar ability buckets. I guess Malik does get the slightly better abilities, like Enforcer's better than Crusher. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. So next up, we have Game Changer Kevin Byer. And I literally just forgot about it. One quick switch we have to do is I forgot Ryan Neal gets 2 0 AP abilities at once. He gets 2 at once compared to Malik, who only gets 1 at once, but there's 2 0. You get options. I got confused. But yeah, when I saw Byer, I immediately remembered. But yeah, Ryan Neal ahead of Malik Hooker. I know the last clip, whatever. But Kevin Byer, 97 speed, 97 acceleration. Can play man, can play zone, good hands, can tackle. 5'11", which, you know, people, you know, under 6 foot, whatever. But he gets pick artist and acro at the same time for 0 AP, and also film study for 1. I know film study's not for everybody, but pick artist, acro, film study, 1 AP is crazy. Even pick artist, acro, deep in zone or deep out zone for 1 AP is insane. So yeah, Kevin Byer is a very good safety option right now in this game. Those abilities are too tough to beat, and those abilities are very tough to beat, and the flexibility is so tough. I think Kevin Byer is a top 3 safety in the game right now. I mean, if he was, he just is. He just is. Even with 98 speed, with +1 speed, no theme team, I still think he's really, really good. Even though he's not as tall as some of these guys, those abilities, you know, pick artist, acro, both for free is just insane. The next man up is Darren Woodson. 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 96 agility, can play man, good hands, good tackler. He's 6'1", 219. And again, those ability buckets are custom, pick artist, enforcer. This card and Malik Hooker are like similar. They're like the same card. They're literally like the same exact card. Cowboys theme team, of course. So we're going to throw him up here. Yeah, I'm going to put him next to Malik. They're literally like the same exact card. Except is one even cheaper? I don't even know. Is one even cheaper at this point? Yeah, one's a little bit cheaper. But it's close. Yeah, let's go with that. And next up, we got Sean Taylor. 98 overall, 98 speed, 97 acceleration, 6'2". Of course, great against the run, man zone. Usually they cheat his man, and I guess they kind of cheated the press on this card, but obviously an amazing card. It's Sean Taylor, pick artist, enforcer, crusher. No discounted acro, unfortunately. You know, no, versatility ability buckets with a bunch of 1 AP like, Ryan Neal and Keith Byers. However, he is 6'2", and with the abilities that they give you can still run this card very well. So I'm going to put Sean Taylor in front of Byer, in front of Ryan Neal. Of course, Sean Taylor cards, always amazing. Just always play like a linebacker over the top, which I guess in Madden is not a good thing to say, but you know what I mean. The card is so good against the run, and, obviously goes crazy over the top too. So Sean Taylor right to the top. Okay, so finally, last but not least, of course, we all knew who he was going to be at number 1 is Isaiah Pola-mao. 98 speed, 99 acceleration, 98 COD, 99 agility, awareness, jumping, play rec, which doesn't matter. I mean, this card can play over the top. I think he's better as a user, best user in the game right now. There are some cards that are, of course, better over the top and better as users. I think Ryan Neal's a great user, but I might take a guy like Darren Woodson or Malik Hooker over the top, for example. That's just kind of, something like that. But Isaiah can obviously do whatever you need him to do. It looks like a lot of people are using him probably as a user, right? With Pick Artist, Acrobat being the 2 most used abilities, and then Deep Out Zone. Yeah, I think that does make sense to me. But of course, does get Deep Out Zone for 1. All the custom ability buckets the same way. All the other Team Diamond safeties got, but they're not 6'4" with 90. I guess they have 98 speed, but they're not 6'4" with these stats. This card is just insane and definitely worth grinding for. If you haven't grinded for Isaiah Pola-mao, it's definitely worth it, especially if you run a cheat theme team, all 32 team chems. He's got 99 speed on every team. So Isaiah right at the top of S tier. And our top 5 safeties today: Isaiah Pola-mao, Sean Taylor, Kevin Byer, Ryan Neal, and Darren Woodson / Malik Hooker rounding out the top 5. So you drop a comment down below. Who's too high? Who's too low? And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.